Hi guys, welcome back here to the Fishing Teacher, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel today and checking the video out. And guys, we are officially getting into the summer season now. It's almost June here. I think June is a day or two away, and we have a big transition going on as far as the fishing goes in terms of different type of techniques and areas the fish live in. And one of the best summertime techniques, especially for the month of June and July, is fishing a big hair jig, big marabou hair jig like this. You may have never seen one of these or fished it before. They're easy to fish, guys, and I can promise you, if you're catching some fish out a little bit deeper, say you're fishing out off a point or something, and you're catching fish, you know, on a football head jig or dragging a big worm or a deep diving crankbait, you're gonna want to incorporate a hair jig in your arsenal. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips and advice on how to fish it, conditions it works in, and I think it's gonna add up to some quality fish for you guys. Also, before we get started, guys, I will put my hair jig link in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video. If you guys would like to order some hair jigs, using my Tackle Warehouse link is a great way to get them. And also, if you order some hair jigs, the channel gets a small percentage of a commission, the profit on anything that you buy. So it's not a lot, but it adds up if everybody does it. So I'll have that link in the description of the video. And finally, guys, I think we got like a day or two left on the sale on the spring sale on my Solar Bat Series RB2 and RB3 glasses. If you get them by the end of May, which is almost upon us, you can get them at 40% off, including 40% off from prescription lenses. And if you use the promo code Randy10, you get free shipping and handling. So that Solar Bat link will be in the description of this video as well. So appreciate all that. Okay, guys, I first learned how to fish a hair jig from my buddy Matt Herron, former Bassmaster Elite Series Pro on Kentucky Lake. This is sort of the staple on the TVA lakes. All you guys that fish Wheeler, Pickwick, Chickamauga, Gunnersville, you guys probably know about the big hair jig, but if you don't, let me give you guys some tips and advice on how to fish it. This is a summertime deal. It works really good, excuse me, in the summertime of the year, especially when those fish are feeding on those bigger threadfin and gizzard shad. And let me describe the scenario where a hair jig is gonna work. A hair jig is a bottom lure. You fish it on the bottom, and also it's a hard structure bait. So what I'm talking about, a hair jig works on hard structures that are normally like river channel drops, ledges, creek channel intersection drops, main lake and secondary points, which I fish them on a lot around here. Little bit deeper water. The hair jigs will work best in like water depths of between 10 to 30 foot, you know, during the month of June and July. So that's the situation you use on it. And the best way to pull out a hair jig is I consider it one of the best, what I call a mop-up lure. In other words, let's say, for example, you're fishing out off the end of a point, or you're fishing a drop-off or a ledge, and you're catching some fish on a deep diving crankbait, or you're dragging a football head jig and you're catching some fish, or maybe you're fishing a swim bait down there deep, whatever it is. You got the school fired up and you're catching a few fish, and then all of a sudden the school stops biting. This is when you want to pull out a hair jig. It's a quiet bait, it's very subtle, and it'll catch those fish so good that have been conditioned to like that crankbait moving through there or whatever. So that's the situation that you want to fish it. But one of the big keys is how you want to work this hair jig to get the strike on it. Let me show you a little bit about it, because it's sort of unique a little bit, you know, how you fish it. You cast that hair jig out there and you let it hit the bottom, and you're not working it like a jig, or you're not hopping it off the bottom. The way that a hair jig works the best, and the way that my buddy Matt Herron told me how to fish it, which, you know, works really good, is you cast it out there, let it hit the bottom, and then you reel like that 4 or 5 times. Go 4 or 5 times like that, let it go back down to the bottom, reel it 4 or 5 times like that, let it go back to the bottom, reel it 4 or 5 times like that. It's a very, very unique presentation. So what happens is, you know, you reel it, it comes off the bottom like that, it drops pretty fast because it's like a 3/4 ounce head, drops like that, drops pretty fast, and most of the time those fish are going to hit it in 2 different situations. When you reel it up like that, real fast like that, and stop it, they're going to nail it right at the top. So you reel like that and they're just there like that. Or the other time, and more common, is like you reel it up like that, and as that jig is falling back down, you'll just see your line jump, and then you set the hook on it. Pretty simple to fish. So I just wanted to throw that out there, guys. This is just a really good addition to your summertime fishing. You want to get the white. Sometimes there's a little bit of chartreuse that comes in them, but there's a lot of different options there in my Tackle Warehouse link if you check them out. But give them a try, guys. Big hair jig in the summertime of the year. Really good way to catch summertime fish. So hope it helps out.